Hi good people, Nails by Ra here, and I just wanted to come back and address an issue that I saw on my timeline yesterday. I don't know where it came from. It just started popping up out of nowhere, starting on my Instagram, and then I saw it again on my Facebook from other nail technicians, licensed nail technicians who I looked up to, and people who I thought would know better. So this image kept popping up. In regards to the cleanliness of dip powder nails. Now, if you know me and if you've been following me for a while, you know that I recently converted to the dip powder nails. I've had the dip powder nails for maybe a year and a half now, and I've been doing the dip powder nails for maybe a year and a half now. And this was the switch over from acrylic, the traditional acrylic, as I call it. Traditional acrylic, meaning that you're using the monomer and also the polymer inside of the powder form. So the liquid and the powder. So with using the dip powder, the powder itself is still acrylic, it's just applied differently. So let's just get that out the air, clear the air now. I saw that image and I was going to ignore it at first. I'm like, whatever. And then I saw that it started to gain traction. That is the most dangerous thing you could do as a professional, is to share something that you have not researched properly or thoroughly and put it to the masses as if it is law, when in fact that image is false. I'm not saying that it cannot happen to you if you are not a clean nail technician or a clean client. What I am saying is to say that the dip powder is unsanitary, or the reason that you don't do it is because it's dirty or it's cheap, is disrespectful to those who do it. Dip powder, first of all, is not cheap to purchase. The system that I use alone costs anywhere from $25 to $30 for each step. And then that's before we even purchase the powder or the base coat. The base coat itself for the jug is $15. And then as you go on and add your colors, they're anywhere between $12 to $20. So that's not cheap if you're purchasing every item every 2 weeks. That adds up, opposed to purchasing acrylic, monomer, and polymer. When I purchased those things, those are easily $10 to $12 and roughly the same, honestly. So that's not cheap. No product that you use is cheap. And then as far as the dip powder, and when you receive a nail service anyway, before you receive a nail service, where I work, before you receive a nail service, we make you wash your hands with soap and water, and we make you dry them thoroughly, and then we still may even follow up with hand sanitizer. We had a woman come into our salon. She was getting service, but she also happened to work for the CDC, which is located in Atlanta, Georgia. She said that we should stop using hand sanitizer because over time, hand sanitizer breaks down the integrity of the skin. So it's best to just use old-fashioned soap and water to disinfect and clean your nails. Every person who comes into that door washes their hands first. And if they need a manicure afterwards, we suggest a manicure. Now with the SNS, we do a dry manicure, which means we are simply pushing back the cuticle and roughing up the nail plate to get rid of any oils or any excess buildup. And then we are following up with a prep that could also work as a disinfectant because what it does for your nail plate. Okay, so do not let this image scare you, ladies. Try the dip powder. It isn't any less sanitary than getting acrylic nails done or a fill-in, which I personally think is unsanitary because you're not cleaning the nail. You're just taking off old product, drilling down old product, and then covering it back up. You're not exposing the nail. You're not cleaning the nail back off, but that's beside the point. I just needed to rant really quickly about this dip powder business. And then the thing that blew my mind was that the nail technicians who were saying, oh, that's why I don't do dip, have never tried dip before in their lives. Stop doing this to your clients. That is a disservice. I will be honest, when I first started doing acrylic and then the dip powder craze came about, I said the same thing until I started to do the dip. And then I saw the steps to do the dip properly. That's the key term here, properly, because that fungus and that greenie and those things that can happen from you not properly cleaning and disinfecting and sterilizing your utensils can happen to anybody, regardless of if it's dip powder or if it's acrylic. Stop doing this to your clients. This is a scare tactic, okay? So, I digress. Use the dip, use the acrylic, use the gel, do whatever. Just make sure you are washing your hands and dehydrating your nail plate, and we can all be happy, okay? And then if it happens to lift or start to peel, remove the artificial enhancement ASAP, because if you get any kind of moisture underneath there and you let it sit, you will get an infection, or a greenie as we call it. And then if your nail technician isn't clean, or if you're not clean, you can get an infection in your nail plate. So just make sure you are washing your hands, ladies, dehydrating your nail plates, and putting on your enhancements properly. As always, love and light, y'all. Thank you.